All right, fellow fans, I have another crash here, and this is becoming an epidemic. What the problem here? This is a completely avoidable crash on a group ride here. So let's take a look at it. What you don't hear is people are yelling stopping. So I guess they're approaching a turn or a stop sign or an intersection, and this person goes down. Looks like it's a dude. He has a goatee from what I can tell. We'll see that again at full speed. Right along, I hear stopping. People are starting to hit the brakes. Girl in front of camera is hitting brakes, and that guy just rides up on her wheel and goes down like a sack of potatoes. So let's break it down and let's see what happens. So let me back up. And here it is. I've seen this on multiple anatomies of a bike crash videos that we've done so far, and our man here sitting, third wheel or more. I mean, he's second wheel in this video, behind the girl that's right behind the camera, and you see he's riding on his tops. Okay, that is a huge no-no in a group. Yes, if you're experienced and you're riding with experienced people and you're on a climb or a really rough road or some place where there's some opportunity to do that, but in most cases when you're just on a casual group ride like this looks, there is no reason to ever just sit on your tops when you are in the group. If you're on the front or if you're way off the back by yourself, yeah, do what you want to do. And it could be due to a couple things, but here we go. Let me just kind of frame by frame it in here and see what's going on. I hear people yelling, we're stopping. She's got her hands on her lever. She looks comfortable. And guy behind is you see his knee sticking out. He's already made contact. Or, yep, right there. Just if you look below her foot, you can see his wheel. He panics when he sees the stopping and just hangs on and tries to steer his way through it. And here he clips the wheel, pushes her a little bit. She keeps it up. She gets a little squirrely, but she keeps it up. Kudos to her for keeping it together there. And he goes down. He rolls pretty good. Doesn't land too hard and flat. And I don't think anybody else goes down. They were slowing down pretty good at coming into a stop sign. A couple other things I noticed. That's a pretty nice bike. If I can venture a guess, he's got some Zip 404s on there. I'm sure the bike is probably pretty nice. It just goes to show you can't judge a book by its cover. He may be on a bike that says he's experienced, and I don't know this guy. I mean, this could just been a freak thing for him. But yeah, you can't judge a book by its cover. I've seen people that are on a beginner looking bike and kind of rookie looking kit who are very good bike handlers and have good etiquette. And then I've seen guys that look like pros who just are complete numpties when you're in a group. So judge each rider as they need to be judged, just for your own safety. Another thing I might point out here, it looks like it's probably a cold day. Everyone's got a hat. Oh, look at her face. She's in horror. Everyone's got hats, gloves, long. They got knee length bibs on there, or knee covers and what have you. I know when it's cold, and this has been my experience, when the group first rolls out and it's really chilly and everybody's kind of shivery and a little stiff, we haven't warmed up yet, you tend to ride a little lackadaisical because you're just so focused on trying to be warm that you miss it, that you make some mistakes that you might not otherwise make. So when conditions are abnormal, I try to be a little more vigilant. I remind myself to be a little more vigilant, and in the pre-ride talk, I remind the riders to be a little more vigilant. So this is when it's like, where I live, it's rarely below 40 on ride day, when it's daytime out. But when it gets really cold, I'll remind the group, hey, it's cold. We're not the best version of ourselves when it's this cold. Let's be careful out there. If it's rainy or if it's extremely windy, if the weather conditions are extreme in some manner, you should take extra caution, give a little bit more room, pay a little bit more attention, take a few less risks, and you'll be good out there. But real easy one, guys. don't ride on your tops in the group. This was a completely avoidable crash at low speed. I'm glad for the group that it just seems to be the guy who made the mistake seems to be the only guy that paid for it. It remains to be seen whether he hit her rear mech and maybe bent her derailleur hanger, which is very common, but hopefully he's all right. Hopefully his bike's all right. Looked like a nice one. Keep your fingers on your levers in the group.